So we present you the i360 brand, which is also inverter and UPS brand, but it has some its own the features over the previous brand. I'll take you over to them one by one. Comes with the LCD screen as well, and it's an Indian brand for the economic range, where you are looking for little less features but yet reliable product. It gives you the pure sine wave output on the DSP technology. It has the battery sensor technology for like this one, what you have always in your air conditioning, so it always interact with the outdoor temperature and accordingly decide the charging of the battery. What does this do? It ensures the battery's life is enhanced by at least 30 to 40%. I'll take you to the next slide. These are our ranges in Smart Plus inverters. It has 1100 VA, 1500, 2000, 3.5, 5 kVA, 7.5 kVA and 10 kVA. Now what is the premium available with this range? 90% of the brands available in the Indian market, they are already offering UPS with inverter function only in this range, up to 3.5 kVA. The moment you move from 3.5 kVA to 5 kVA, they have separate range. Either you will have online UPS in 5 kVA onwards, or you will have purely an inverter. In Smart Plus 360, what we are offering is even up to 10 kVA, we are offering you a UPS functionality. Like we discussed in many of the previous slides, when you're running your house appliances along with this, and you still have your computers and fax machine, maybe you are using it in your home, or you're using it in your office, a small office. So you don't want to install two devices separately, one for your personal computer items and office equipments, and another one for only just for lighting and air conditioning. This is a double expense. Many of Indian companies, they don't understand this concept, but here we take it very seriously. You don't want two devices for two different applications. You can use the same device for two different applications. Very sensitive ones, your personal computer, your servers, your printers, your fax machine, at the same time your lighting, air conditioner, refrigerator, whatever you're running in your house or your small office. So complete range support the uninterruptible power supply, where the changeover time is less than 5 milliseconds, as well as the inverter supply, where the changeover time is about 50 milliseconds, 50. I'll take it to the next slide. Same applications, the most of Indian inverters what we were talking about. As soon as you go from 5 kVA onwards, you have to use separate range for this range, and you have to use separate range for this one. But Do Power supports completely, and in the Smart Plus also supports completely. The Smart Plus goes into economic range. Here the efficiency will be the traditional one, yeah, it's still higher, about 80%. Others are offering 70%, we are offering you here 80%, at least 10 to 12% higher. At the same time, we are offering you the LCD features. Same time we are offering, but the control panel will be in the back side. The extra salient feature what you are offering here is it has the DSP technology. The DSP technology is starting as low as 1100 VA systems. I'll take it to the next slide. These are some of the salient features Smart Plus is giving. It is again using DSP technology, which makes sure you are getting the 100% reliable power, even purer than what you are getting from the government. Second thing, you will get best output, more reliable with the losses are very less. That means the efficiency goes up. It is MOSFET and IGBT based technology. These are little technical words, MOSFET and IGBT. I'll make it very simpler for you. MOSFET and IGBT are the main devices inside the inverter, which converts the battery power to inverter appliances to run your house appliances, and it also works in the dual way when you are charging the battery. So it's converting the grid power to the battery power, and in the reverse way it is converting battery power to your appliances power, which are designed to work on the grid. It has automatic bypass features. It has over thermal protection. If the temperature of the house or the overall inside the device also is going very high, it will slow down the operation, or it will start giving you the warning messages that the temperature is very sensitive, and inverter will go in the protection mode. Other Chinese inverters and other inverters which are available in the market, they don't have this kind of feature. So if the temperature goes off too much high, you are not present there to watch a temperature 24 hours available. Then what will happen is, if the temperature is too high, your system will blow, and you have invested your money. You don't want your system to blow up or bypass the faulty things to your house appliances. If you are having a $5,000 TV, big household cinema, and just because of some protections, inverter could not handle it, and they bypass the extra surges and extra current to your smart features devices, you are not buying something just for difference of $5-10 to avoid this kind of protection. It saves electricity by efficient charging. It is giving as good as 80%. So when you are spending $1, it makes sure 80 cents are going into the battery. And at the same time, when you are taking the power out of battery, it makes sure 80% are going back. Another thing, like we spoke in the other device, it has UPS and inverter selections without rebooting. It can go back to your battery power in less than 5 millisecond or 10 millisecond. So it ensures that whatever power you are going to get will be without interruption. Your computer will continue to work. You will not lose your power, Word or Excel document what you are working, any important office or personal work you are doing. It has reverse battery protection. Sometimes not everybody is aware about how to do the right connection, and by mistake they connect positive to the negative and negative to the positive. This in that case also will not blow up your complete circuit. It will just blow up a small fuse which is available outside, and it will give you the indication the battery connection wrong, just switch the terminals, and you can just replace the small fuse which is glass fuse available in any electrical stores. User friendly LCD. It will show you very user-friendly readable details, what you want to understand from how much is the load you are running, is it 80% load, 50% load, 100% load. When I say load, load means your system is designed for 1100 VA capacity. So you can run a load as good as 1100 VA. Now sometimes if you are running load only of 60%, let's say 600 VA, it will show you in the indication in the graph bar how much is the load going on. It has also the protection from the overload and short circuit. Sometimes you are switching more devices on than the capacity of inverter, then it will start giving you the beep alarm and the LCD message that the system is going more than its capacity. Kindly turn off some of your devices this is going to happen especially in the case when you're not having any power from the grid and you're running on the battery. So you don't want to run the overload capacity because systems are designed for that. So instead, if you have the overload things, from the first step itself you can choose the extra capacity. It's always good to choose at least 30% extra capacity, because you don't know when you are going to use extra load, and you cannot just neck to neck choose the devices. The last two features are very important. No humming noise. In typical inverters what you are getting from China and the old technology, they always make this buzzing sound, this kind of sound coming out of inverter and your house appliances. Tick 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 tick, the sounds come from the fan. This makes no humming noise. It's totally silent. Even if you are sleeping in the night, you will not hear any sound coming out of inverter for that matter. The most important feature, BATS, Battery Ambient Temperature Sensor Technology. So the device which I showed you in the previous one, this one, it gets attached to the battery surface, and it makes sure whatever is the temperature of the battery, accordingly it will give the charging and discharging current to the battery. So the battery is the heart of the complete system you are using. Without battery you cannot take the power, without battery you cannot store the power. But this DSP technology and BATS is the brain of the system. So your purpose of the heart is to pump the energy, but how much energy is required to be pumped and how much energy and what time is required to pump, the DSP technology makes sure. So BATS and DSP make sure that you are utilizing your inverter and battery solutions in very optimum way. Not always very high, not always very low. These are certificates showing that quality of Smart Plus from the 360 is very reliable and prominent. In sum up, I will show you something. We are offering you a very economic range with the very premium features, LCD screen, temperature control sensor to ensure your battery life is at least 30 to 40% extra, automatic bypass feature, as well as you are getting Schneider MCB behind, so there is no need to change the fuses. The design and looks are very aesthetics, and yet it fits to your pocket.